October, the 10th month of the year in the Gregorian calendar, and the land prepares to give up more of its colourful coverings. On this and other themes, our poets, including Shelley, Lampman, Dunbar and Wendell Holmes, have many lines to beguile you with. Among our readers are Richard Midgley and Gisela Rowe.
October by John Payne. October, May of the descending days, mid-spring of autumn, on the shortening stair of the year's eld abiding still and fair, a pause of peace, when all the world at gaze, neath the mild mirage of thy sun-filled haze, chewing the cud of summer's sweets that were, lingers, unmindful of the winter's care, yet in thy russet woods and leaf-strewn ways. Sweet was the summer, sweeter yet the spring, but in these mist-attempered noons of thine, hung with the clustering jewels of the vine, and in thy ruddocks clear contented lay, a charm of solace is, that in no thing to summer suns may yield, or blossoms gay. An Ode, written October 1819, before the Spaniards had recovered their liberty, by Shelley. Arise, arise, arise! There is blood on the earth that denies ye bread. Be your wounds like eyes to weep for the dead, the dead, the dead. What other grief were it just to pay? Your sons, your wives, your brethren were they, who said they were slain on the battle day. Awaken, awaken, awaken! The slave and the tyrant are twin-born foes. Be the cold chains shaken to the dust where your kindred repose, repose. Their bones in the grave will start and move when they hear the voices of those they love, most loud in the holy combat above. Wave, wave high the banner, when freedom is riding to conquest by, though the slaves that fan her be famine and toil, giving sigh for sigh. And ye who attend her imperial car, lift not your hands in the banded war, but in her defence whose children ye are. Glory, glory, glory to those who have greatly suffered and done. Never name in story was greater than that which ye shall have won. Conquerors have conquered their foes alone, whose revenge, pride and power they have overthrown. Ride ye more victorious over your own. Bind, bind every brow with crownels of violet, ivy and pine. Hide the bloodstains now with hues which sweet nature has made divine. Green strength, azure hope, and eternity. But let not the pansy among them be. Ye were injured, and that means memory.
An October Garden by Christina Georgina Rossetti. In my autumn garden I was fain to mourn among my scattered roses. Alas for that last rosebud which uncloses to autumn's languid sun and rain, when all the world is on the wane. Which has not felt the sweet constraint of June, nor heard the nightingale in tune. Broad-faced asters by my garden walk, you are but coarse compared with roses. More choice, more dear that rosebud's which uncloses, faint-scented, pinched upon its stalk, that least and last which cold winds balk. A rose it is, though least and last of all, a rose to me, though at the fall.
On the 10th of October, by Philip Henry Savage. You'll not believe the aspen leaf, whose season you would say was brief, hangs longer and greener on the tree than sycamore, than hickory. The elm leaf crumbles brown, the oak is even sooner grey and broke, the maple reddens, and the ash leaps up and falls at autumn's lash. The aspen leaf will longest stay, be sure, I saw them green today. October by Paul Laurence Dunbar. October is the treasurer of the year, and all the months pay bounty to her store. The fields and orchards still their tribute bear, and fill her brimming coffers more and more. But she with youthful lavishness spends all her wealth in gaudy dress, and decks herself in garments bold of scarlet, purple, red and gold. She heedeth not how swift the hours fly, but smiles and sings her happy life along. She only sees above a shining sky, she only hears the breeze's voice in song. Her garments trail the woodlands through, and gather pearls of early dew, that sparkle till the roguish sun creeps up and steals them every one. But what cares she that jewels should be lost, when all of nature's bounteous wealth is hers? Though princely fortunes may have been their cost, not one regret her calm demeanour stirs. Whole-hearted, happy, careless, free, she lives her life out joyously, nor cares when frost stalks o'er her way and turns her auburn locks to grey.